GSL. GSL Season 3.
What's up, guys? We're back here. We're going to go talk about the event for a second. Go into this match.
That's right.
Get those GSL coins.
Yeah, guys, don't forget, you need to get GSL coins. What about when the economy of your country falls and all you have left is GSL coins? If you didn't come down to the studio every time you could, you're going to feel like a fool.
The GSL coins.
What are you going to do for money? Do you know how to farm? No, you watch GSL.
They're
you don't know how to farm.
Stable than gold.
Obviously. There's a very limited amount, too. You think Bitcoin was big? Come on, GSL
coins. Yeah.
Get down here, win some coins.
And you can get these by coming down here in the studio. If you make a sign, we'll put you on camera. I'll give you another coin.
And the trick is, everyone who's made like Artos is handsome or awesome or whatever sign has been on camera so far.
Wow.
Give it a try.
Yeah.
Test it.
And there's a special event happening tomorrow here on the final day of the round of 32.
That's
so
right.
Get your ass down here and participate in these events.
Yeah,
it's a great thing to
get
come
your ass
to,
down here
GSL.
and win an Asus graphic card.
Yeah, do the right thing. It's definitely, if you're a tourist coming through Seoul, you got to come through our studio.
Yeah, and listen, an Asus graphic card will improve your PC. I am quite sure. So
certainly couldn't hurt.
No, certainly not.
Okay, so here's how the tournament is looking so far. Excuse me. We have Deer against True, and then TY against Party. Kind of weird seeing a losers match in the round of 32.
Yeah,
with
really.
TY and Party.
I actually thought that those two would make it out, and now I don't.
Yeah.
Deer is playing out of his mind, and so is True. I actually think those two are probably going to make it out now, Tasteless. I'm very excited for this next match. And the thing is, Party versus TY, that is a match anyone would stay up late to see.
Absolutely.
But one of them is going home right after this, and that is... especially against TY, who has a very hard time individually, because if it's him, it's like, oh. But then, of course, if you lose Parting, you're like, well, that kind of sucks, because Parting is always one of these guys that gets deep.
I'm wondering here with Deer and True, what to expect from True. He's had a lot of this the battle Zerg style in your face. I'm just going to have way too many units. I'm actually going to say what would technically be low econ Zerg compared to what most Zergs are doing.
It's true.
Which is the very gradual expanding.
Well, he was using before the really cool, 2 seasons ago, I think, or no, wait, last season, I think. He was using the Queen Ling Corruptor style and beat Zest with it, which was fantastic. What a great series out of True. But Colossus style, I'm not sure that we're going to see that here, even though Deer was very good at Colossus style in the past when he won his GSL. It's kind of switched over to +2 Blink build, so we'll see what he goes for and how True deals with it.
And this game is here and ready to go, and oh my god, he's already sent a probe out. He's going to do something evil.
Samsung Galaxy Count Deer.
I don't know if we should call a build evil. I don't think a build is inherently evil or good.
Remember was it GSL I casted where Hive cheese twice and beat, I forget someone else. It's an evil wins in the bottom left.
Gene Air Green Wings, True.
I think he killed Fantasy, actually.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was a really fun day. That was actually...
That was
that's when I started to love Hive again. I'm like, no way. This is so dumb. I can't even believe this. But it looks like we're going to have proxy gates going on.
Cool.
There's a scouting drone.
I better check to make sure there's no cheese. It's already too late.
Yeah, the thing is...
The gates are already on the way.
He's going to start his hatch probably just as this drone gets the natural, because he won't see a cannon with a a pylon with a forge. So that would be my guess as to what's going on. If he goes hatch first here, he's going to be in a lot of trouble.
This is a 10-10 gate.
Yeah, we should see a drone heading.
10-10, it's like that comic Tintin.
Now, he goes over here. Now, will he notice? Okay, he definitely notices. That's not enough probes.
Oh, my God. I got to tell True about this.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's already... Oh, no, I guess the Zealots haven't started just yet.
No pylon, no nothing. This is a really good situation for True, in my opinion. Yeah. I think the Proxy 2 gate, it's kind of far away. This is a pull first. He actually didn't make his hatchery as quickly as I thought he would there. So I'm liking this right now. I think that True can probably hold on against this. But you know what? If you make non-stop Zealots, it can be hard, especially if you lose a few drones.
Yeah, a few mistakes here or there, it can cost you the game. So this is going to come down all to control. And we have the Chronos. They were all banked up here.
He does have another pylon on the way, of course. Oh, doesn't want to lose that probe. That's extra hits.
The probe is actually very important in the rush for the Zealots.
Now, only one spine being made. I would really like it if he'd make another spine. I think that I think you overreact to something like this because there's no way he's going to win if this doesn't work.
Okay, now he hasn't killed any drones yet. He's only damaged them. The Lings are now out. He needs to block that ramp.
Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, he wants to go for a counterattack.
Okay. We've seen this before.
Now, it looks like he's going to send one Zealot back, which I think is actually a fine move. But, you know, just with one Spine Crawler, yeah, I guess he's okay for now. Queen, one Spine, two Lings.
I think that Protoss will just... Oh, my God!
Wow.
Oh, this is just down and dirty. Okay, so the Zealots all grouped up over here. Now, when he sends these Lings up here, there is a Zealot following them, so he doesn't want to show him the hatchery just yet.
Yeah, that's for sure. But when that hatchery pops and he can start making Lings and whatnot, could be very good for him.
Okay, we have a cybernetic score coming here as well, so Protoss is just teching up behind this.
Yeah, I think he wants to get some Stalkers out, to be honest, Tasteless. Because then the Spine Crawler is just garbage. You need to get it to the ramp, and I don't know that the Zealots will allow something like that to occur.
Okay, he's got more Zealots coming up here. The hatchery is nearing completion there in the main. I don't believe this is the typical response from Zergs.
No,
to make a hatch in the main, so.
I like it, though. Everything's way out of position. All his units are going to be down there. Could turn into some sort of weird base trade type of scenario.
Certainly could.
I'd love to see if he's making Stalkers right now.
And this creep's going to spread out pretty quickly here. He's going to get a Queen, and I believe he's making a drone there.
Oh, he sees it, Tasteless.
Oh my heavens to Betsy.
Kind of crazy. Oh, and he actually never made Stalkers, too.
Huh.
Okay, so just kind of getting Warp Gate as well as the Mothership Core. Now he's going to lose his gateways. But the thing is, True has spent a lot of money on a hatchery down here. He doesn't really have many drones at all.
I'm a bit confused about what the goal was with the hatch here.
I think he thought the rush would just continue. And he could just, like, kill everything in the main base while holding off with the Spine Crawler. I think that was, like, the plan. But, yeah, it's weird. We don't normally see it like this.
The creep comes out so quickly. It's not like you can just surprise him with spines and stuff, you know?
This is a really nice Queen, actually. He's done a lot of damage to that Mothership Core. He can kill that.
She's done Artosis.
Huh?
Nothing. Queen. So he's getting this Mothership Core back a little bit here. In fact, it's very low on HP.
Yeah, it just gets its Nexus Cannon off.
Oh, my God.
A lot of
Lings incoming. There's more Lings coming. And a second Queen.
Oh, he might get that Mothership Core now. And if he can surround these Zealots, he can definitely kill them off. Well, actually, a lot of help from that Nexus Cannon, no doubt.
What a silly game.
Yeah, this is a different one.
This is out there.
And you know what? He chose to kill the Mothership Core, which I think is an important thing to kill, but that allowed the two Zealots to end up living without the two Queens helping out. They definitely would have been killed off otherwise. And now he still doesn't have a Creep Tumor here.
What is this game, man?
It's
so
different
weird.
and cool.
Now he's going to go for some probes here. Not a bad call. Best he could probably do in a situation like this.
Well, it looks like True is double expanding, Tasteless.
Okay. Problem now is that usually it's very difficult for the Protoss to get an expansion up from here since he has to remake the gates and everything. Or is remade. How many gates do you have? Just one there?
He has two.
He has two, so he has 2 gates that he's remade, but that's a big hiccup in the production. Zerg right now, yes, Zerg got his expansions up late, but still, he's usually going to be able to get over there and just snipe out these other the next base being made.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like you said, it's a hiccup in the production. I feel like this whole game is a burp. It's so
I think
different
this whole
and
game
weird.
is when you burp and fart at the same time or something.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
One of these players burped, the other one farted.
At the exact same time.
That's
the
wonderful
only way. Imagery.
You know, you are the greatest. You are the greatest. That's exactly, yeah.
No, that's what this is.
I think you nailed it.
Thank you. I was going to be a poet as one of my other jobs, but I took this Cassie thing instead.
Yeah. Stay with it. Stay with it, definitely. We need you.
So the Twilight Council's almost done.
I wonder if this game will normalize. It's such a weird position.
Well, I mean, with the Ling speed coming here, and he's going to go for a Dark Shrine. That's usually the best move, as Day9 said, when behind Dark Shrine.
Is he? How far behind is he truly, do you think?
I think he's pretty far behind, man. I think this is pretty bad for Protoss.
Okay.
I mean,
the
problem is
it's not good for Protoss.
The order of the tech.
Yeah.
Actually, when Deer's in this position, True has so much freedom to make drones.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And there's really nothing you could do. You can't, like, okay, so he's going to move out here with some pressure. This can't really scare the Zerg that much. Yeah.
Like,
in fact, the Zerg could try to counterattack here. The Protoss, I don't blame him for doing this, but he's almost at more risk. So the Protoss now backs up.
We did see the probe went under an Overlord. If True saw that and goes and finds it, DT Warpins are going to be from so far away, I think it's very unlikely that it would work. We also have a Sport at the front and at the third, and even in the main base. So no matter what's happening here, he's got detection.
Okay, the Lings are coming up now.
Well, you know, maybe he can warp in like 3 DTs and just run up and kill the Spore and then get the hatch. It's a possibility. Yeah. Right? We don't have a layer, do we? No, I mean, we definitely don't. So that's kind of a big deal.
You know, it's funny when you see the DTs work because it's not something that's actually hard to stop if you're aware that it's coming. But in this matchup, a lot of times people just hold off using it so often. Oh my God! Almost got a trap there.
Yeah, he was a little bit
that
too.
Was so close.
A little bit too aggressive. He had actually surrounded those. That's like.
Oh, there was a Spore here.
Gigantic. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I actually thought there was only one at the the second or something. So.
Yeah. If he could have like sniped that or something, maybe
I don't
he
know if he could though with the way it's positioned.
Yeah, I don't think
drones there. But yeah, that's probably his best bet. Well, now he's in for a lot of trouble because he's going to go for just the Archons. I don't think this should be too effective.
It's an Archon blink all-in.
Yep.
And you know what? This is like a pure Zergling-based army, so maybe this works out. You know, you start out with...
Archons have to get like really good angles.
Well, we have a lot of spines in the way. True is actually playing very smartly here to try to hold this off. That's exactly the type of thing you need. But that is a lot of Lings, which means not many units at home to defend with.
Yeah, 26 about to hatch.
Oh, God. This is getting a little bit crazy, Tasteless. Well, we know those on the way right now. Not a ton of damage output from this army, but it's going to be pretty good against Zerglings. Wow, those Queens, though. Oh, he's actually sniped a couple Queens so quickly here.
Okay, I don't know if this is going to be enough. Meanwhile, it's complete chaos back at the Protoss' base. The Link's going here for the surround.
Okay.
This is not going to work. This is it. GG.
Wow.
Okay, remember, it started off with a proxy rush.
Yeah, that was a weird one. Proxy rush versus in-base hatch.
Really nicely handled there by True. I question a little bit the hatch and the man, but then again, you know what? It did force the Zealots to come back home, which let the Zerg take control of the game. So
that's true. I guess in that regard, it's kind of worth it because the Zealots go home. You spend so much time killing your hatch, you just double expand, get speed, you have complete map control, you have so much more production that the Protoss with a slower tech and a way slow Nexus is going to have a very hard time. So, well done by True. Definitely a weird one.
Yeah, definitely a rare snowflake of a PvZ.
Yeah.
So Deer, look how happy he is. He's pumped. He's played brilliantly today. Everything you know that he's been throwing previously was working, but that last game, I mean, it was a pretty interesting PvZ. He did lose it, but still.
Yeah.
He seems to be in good spirits.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if he can actually come back and win this. I think his PVZ is very, very strong. I was a huge fan of it back in the season that he won, and shortly thereafter he just was dominating like WCS Season 3 and whatnot of last year. So, yeah, I mean, he can still come back, but True is, like, no matter what happens, True just rolls with it and makes Lings work.
Well,
it's like the Ling Whisperer or something.
He is good with a lot of those Tier 1 Zerg units, man. He just gets in there and does the damage.
In my opinion, one of the most important things in the whole world. You got to really understand how those Tier 1 units interact with everything.
Yeah. Well, we're going to go into game number 2 now here. Deer is down a game. True playing beautifully so far, maybe into the close.